Shalom Aleichem, everybody. Hope all is well. This is an important video for us today to, help promote the message, publicize this important message to get this out into the world, to really hasten, to accelerate the process of the coming of Moshiach. So obviously this video is connected to, the Mashiach and the city of Jerusalem, that Yerushalayim is the center of it because it's God's holy city, Yerushalayim, Zion. The Jewish people are called Zion on a very holy, special occasion, in a special verse, which is spoken about at length. And the city of Jerusalem is called Zion. And, it's important that we note that the Mashiach will reign in Jerusalem, that it was actually David HaMelech that established, King David, established Jerusalem as the holy city. And this era that we're talking about here in this video, which is highlighted in Jerusalem, which is the days of Mashiach, the Mashiach himself, who will be from the house of David. He will be the king of Israel and the king of the world, and the whole world will recognize him as king. And that is actually a necessary component of the Mashiach, is that the fact that what will make him so powerful as Mashiach will be that the whole world will accept him as king and will support him and will love him. And the main thing we have to know about this era, this person and the era as a whole, is that the Mashiach can come at any moment. This is a very important teaching in Judaism, in the Torah. And so there's an interesting saying that we've spoken about in previous videos, that how could it be that we're saying that the Mashiach can come at any moment, yet we're saying that there's a set time when the Mashiach will come. And we answered this question by saying, yes, there's a set time, but that set time is only the limit, the latest time that the Mashiach can come. But we could bring Mashiach immediately. And the Rebbe says we've actually passed the threshold. And this connects to this purpose of the video. The Lubavitcher Rebbe said, at first, the previous Rebbe of Lubavitch said, Mashiach is ready to come. All that's left to do is just polish the buttons. What does that mean, polish the button? That's the last thing you do in your outfit. Just the final little touch-ups. The whole mission of bringing Mashiach is done. We just have to do a few little touch-ups. Then the Rebbe said, even that has been completed already. Now the buttons have already been polished. All that's left to do is accept the days of Mashiach upon ourselves. And that is a deep, statement that, that requires in and of itself a whole discussion. But we'll say this, that the Rebbe said, what's the most important way to bring Mashiach? The Rebbe says there's two main steps, two main directions, commandments, orders to bring Mashiach in this generation. Two main, commands that we got from the Rebbe. And the Rebbe, of course, is a servant of God himself. And everything is from Hashem. And what did the Rebbe tell us to do to accelerate the process of Mashiach in this generation? Because obviously, in the times of Moshe, in the times of Chanukah, all these other eras, they of course were awaiting the redemption just like now. But obviously right now, being as it's a few thousand years later, and it's clear that something is going on in the world we're living in, with technology and the developments in this new age that we're living in. So what is it now that the Rebbe told us are the most important things that we can do to bring Mashiach? The Rebbe said, first, we have to talk about the coming of Mashiach. By talking about the coming of Mashiach with the world, we are making the world aware of the Messianic era, and by that, get them excited, because the Messianic era is the most exciting era, to say the least. And honestly, within ourselves, we all feel like something is missing in our lives. And that is because we're waiting for the coming of Mashiach. When Mashiach will come, the days of Mashiach will be revealed. That part of us that is missing will be revealed. And that is because we want God to be revealed. That's the whole special thing about the coming of Mashiach, is what is Mashiach going to do? He's going to be this incredible king, this incredible person, but what is he going to do? He's going to make the world aware of God. He's going to connect the people to God. Mashiach will be the ultimate teacher, of course, as a reflection of the true ultimate teacher, Hashem himself. So what will the Mashiach do? He'll be the greatest leader, the greatest physical, human king. He will, since Mashiach is the head of the nation, it means that just like the head of the body controls the entire body, so too the head of Mashiach will be involved with the entire body. The head gives life to the entire body. If the head is damaged, God forbid, the whole body is damaged. So to the Mashiach, he will be able to relate to each person according to their level, and will feel each person's pain. In fact, he'll feel their pain more than they feel their own pain. The brain feels the pain of the body more than the body feels it. And so he will teach the body, he will teach the world at large, each person according to their level, what they need to hear, what story they need to hear, or what lesson they need to hear, that it will arouse within them a love and fear of God, and they will be able to connect to God within themselves, because God is interested in each and every one of us. As great as the Mashiach is, Hashem needs each and every one of us to be the Mashiach of our own situation. Hashem desires each and every one of us to serve Him. It's not enough that there's just the Mashiach. The Mashiach is the one who gives life to the people. He's gonna teach the people. He's gonna connect the people to God, but He needs the people to connect to God. As a beautiful analogy says, the Rebbe says in his analogy, that Moshe Rabbeinu called the nation, you are my 600,000 legs. So what is it that Moshe says that the nation are his legs? It means that Moshe is the head, but the legs, so obviously the head is higher than the legs. But what's special is the legs take the head to a place where the head couldn't get on his own. As great as the head is, he can't do what the legs can do. Only the legs can walk. As great as the head is, he can't do what the kidney can do. Each person, each part of our nation has, and part of the world at large that relates to what we're about to get into, has a special mission that only they can accomplish. And what was the second thing that the Rebbe told us that we have to speak about in these days of Mashiach, these days that we're about to enter the days of Mashiach? We're close, we're extremely close. It's clear that what's happening in the world is what's been going on for the past couple of years is only a process of speeding up the days of Mashiach, which are about to be opened and revealed. So the Rebbe, the second directive that the Rebbe gave us is to spread the 7 laws of Noah, the Noahide laws, laws for all of mankind to the righteous Gentiles. That now the world needs to hear about the 7 laws of Noah, and this, thank God, this Torah channel, this YouTube channel is living proof of that because of all the holy, righteous Gentiles that comment on this video, that support me, that support us, support this message, because when we see the comments, the righteous Gentile comments in this section below, it confirms and it spreads and it expands the mission, and it's proof of the mission's, the fruit of the mission, because that is what the Rebbe told us, that now the Mashiach coming is not just for the Jewish people. He's not just a king for the Jewish people. The Mashiach is for all of the world, and that's why the 7 laws of Noah are so crucial in the coming of Mashiach, because this is how the Gentiles connect to Hashem, and this is how the Gentiles fulfill their purpose of creation and bring God into the world and make this world a godly place. And so the Jewish people have their mission through serving God, through the Torah and the mitzvahs, which, by the way, of course, also includes the 7 laws of Noah, which are for all of humanity. And the righteous Gentiles have their mission through the 7 laws of Noah and all of their sub-laws, by the way. Within these 7 laws are many sub-laws, and all the stories and all the details and all the holy spiritual teachings involved in these righteous laws, because there's a lot of details and spiritual teachings and chassidus and all deep stuff within these 7 laws. And of course, by connecting to God and doing good deeds and helping one another and spreading this with others, and through this we make the world a godly place. And this will all be centered in the days of Mashiach in Jerusalem, the holy city, and it will expand, and the whole Holy Land will expand outwards, and the whole world will be involved, and there won't be wars. There will be peace, complete peace. All the nations will have peace with one another. They'll be involved with the God of Israel. And this era will be better than anything we can imagine. And a good way to get us excited for this is to think about the greatest pleasures we can imagine. It could be when you were a child. The greatest pleasure you had as a child, seeing your grandparents or going somewhere that was very nice, and it gives you like a warm feeling inside. Imagine that is just a little drop of what's coming and waiting for us in the days of Mashiach, that Hashem's going to treat us with. Hashem's going to reveal to us. So by thinking about the greatest moments we can imagine and saying, wow, that's just a little drop of what's coming, it gets us excited and it brings us into the days of Mashiach. And this, this is made possible by you guys who support the video and listen to this message, and not only listen to this message, but comment on the videos and like the video. Just by you listening to this message and thinking about God, you are making the world a godly place. And just wherever you may be, you are bringing Mashiach. Just by watching this, I shouldn't say just by watching this, by watching this, you have the gift of having the honor to serve God. You are serving God right now by watching this video, because you are making God a part of your life. And God doesn't take that very lightly. He takes that very seriously. He's very proud of you, and that's very precious to him. And you should know that you should all be granted a blessing. And in a sense, you have an even greater opportunity if you could spread this message with others, whether it's by sharing this video or spreading the message and being a light to those around you with those people that you will encounter in the near future and in the future to come. Because by you expanding this message, and I ask you to please like and comment and share this video if you can, to help expand the message and speed up this process, you are now a part of God's mission, and you are carrying out the will of God into the world, and that brings this beautiful days of Moshiach that we just touched upon. That brings it closer. Every action that we do, especially in these precious times leading up to the days of Moshiach, every extra action we do, extra thought we have that's godly, we bring Mashiach. So Hashem bless you all. May we all merit it today. Thank you all so much.